Saying my connection this week. Hi. Happy Monday. It is your girl, Miss Monday. And this is my show at 3 o'clock, Ask Monday, where we have discussions on life, love, relationships, spirituality, and motivation, honey. It is Monday. I hope you guys are feeling as motivated as I am. I am a couple minutes early. I like to take this time to share this video to my other pages. And I ask that my viewers share or tag somebody in this video, somebody who could use a word of motivation, inspiration. Always try to keep it positive on Mondays. Always try to give somebody a message to walk away with that might change their life. So welcome to the page, and just give me a few minutes. Just give Mama a few minutes. And we will start properly at 3. I need a theme song. If any of you guys out there that's an artist, write me a song. Write me a theme song, Ask Monday, or rap me a song. It doesn't matter. Or make me a beat. I need it. I need it. And then I can play my song while I'm sharing my video. And that'll be so dope. You would think, oh, lip gloss. Too much stuff in the way. Okay, let me share this video and then we can get started. That's my selfie stick. You know, every diva has to have a selfie stick. One more page and we will get started. My personal page. All right, so that didn't take more than 2 minutes. I am back, and I am happy today. I'm in a great mood, and I hope that you guys are in a great mood, in a positive mood. And as usual, I don't really have a topic, but I do just have a few things that I want to touch on. And so pull up a chair and join me, and feel free to leave a comment. Express how you feel about things that I might be discussing today. It's important to me to know how you guys feel about certain things, and it's important to know what you guys want to hear about. This show is definitely just not about me. It's about interacting with people who share different opinions, or someone who could shed light on something that we all may be going through. So the first thing I want to talk about is how you feel about yourself. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Who do you see? What's important to you? How do you describe yourself? Are you the type of person that says, I'm not a morning person all the time and refuses to get up early, even though it might mean better employment or better opportunity, but because you've told yourself for so many years or so long that you're not a morning person? And the point of that story is just to say, sometimes we give ourselves limitations on life. And we get so caught up in doing things the way they're always been done that we don't even know how to compromise, or we don't know how to go along with a different program because we're so set in our ways. And what I've learned in life is it doesn't pay to be set in your ways. It pays to stand for certain things and to have morals. But sometimes we get set in ways that hurt us more than help us. And I hate to hear people say, well, I'm this type of person, or I'm that type of person. You're that type of person because you choose to be. Somebody say, oh, you know, I'm mean. I'm just a bitch. If you're a bitch, it's because you're choosing to be. You're choosing to live up to that. You're choosing to live up to that personality that you're giving yourself. And I try to be everything positive. I feel like if it's something that's positive, it's going to bring value to your life or the life of others, then it's okay. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm a giving person. But even with giving, you don't ever want to give too much of yourself and get nothing in return. Everything in life should have a balance. So it's all about how you feel about yourself. Who do you see when you look in the mirror? When I look in the mirror, I see myself, but I really see the person I'm trying to become. You know, I don't really talk about my past that much because it's irrelevant to me. People say, well, your past shapes your future in a sense, but in a sense, it really doesn't, because I may want my future to be totally different from what my past was. And in order for me to have a different future, I can't bring the same ideals and the same attitude into my new life, into my new future. When I see myself in the mirror, I look beyond just what I see on the surface. I look and see the person who I'm working to become, the person who finally gets to where they're trying to be in life. I don't want to keep looking at myself as who I see in the mirror and not who I plan to see or who I'm working towards seeing. And I hope that makes sense to you. It's just that sometimes we see ourselves in a situation and say, oh, I live in a ghetto. I'm never going to amount to anything because look at my surroundings. No. If you live in a bad situation or a bad neighborhood and you working every day to change that, don't look at what's out there. Look out your window and see brick roads, see nice neighborhoods, see a pool outside, see mansions, see what you want to see on your street. Fantasize it, because once you fantasize and you put into your mind is going to tell you to work towards making that a reality. If you want something in your life, you have to speak it into existence and you have to work towards it being a reality. You have to take all the negative thoughts out. It doesn't matter what your current situation is. It matters what you're working towards. And if people judge you based on what they think of you, that's their bad. You know, I tell people all the time, I'm famous. I may not be rich, but I'm famous. And I live my life like I already made it, even though technically I have it. But I know what I have to look forward to, and I know what I'm working towards, and I know what type of car I want to drive. I know what type of house I want to live in. I know what type of neighborhood I want to be in. I know the type of work I want to do. I know how much money I need to make in order to live the lifestyle that I want to live. But I don't allow my current situations to distract me. I don't allow my current situations to be what... I don't allow them to be my everything. It's not my world. It's a temporary stop. It's a temporary situation for things to come. And I just want to keep everybody encouraged. You know, you might not be at your dream job. Some people work 2 jobs and go to school and they're tired and they're grinding. Just keep it up. Just stay positive, stay motivated. There's so many lazy people in this world. I work from home. I gave myself a job. I don't have to get on this 3 days a week and go live. I choose to. It's part of something I love to do. It's part of my passion. And when you have passion and a driving force, no one has to come and get you up out of the bed. No one has to say, Monday, you're going live at 3. Don't forget. No one has to wake me up Wednesday morning and say, get up. You got to work out live. Like, that's what I choose to do because I know what I'm working towards. And you have to have a plan in your life, and that's what makes your prayer life easier. When you know exactly what you want, you can ask God for exactly what you want. But when you don't even know how you're going to pray for it, you know, you have to know exactly what you want in life. I don't care how old you are. I'll be 41 in a couple of months, and I just feel like my life has just begun. I feel like at 41, I realized, well, at 40, who I wanted to become, what I wanted to do. And sometimes we get 25, 30, 35, 40, and we like, damn, I haven't accomplished things I wanted to accomplish. I never went to college. I never got married. I never had any children. It's never too late to accomplish the things that you've always wanted to do. The thing that sits inside you, the thing you have a passion for, continue to work towards it because it's not over. It's not over till you're dead. As long as you can wake up every morning, work towards greatness. You know, work towards financial freedom, work towards mental freedom. And because at the end of the day, Our mind and what we tell ourselves is what really puts us in different situations. If you're telling yourself you're never going to make over $20 an hour because you don't have a college degree, then you never will. But if you're telling yourself, I can make $20 plus without a college degree because this is what I bring to the table and this is what I'm willing to do and this is how far I'm willing to go, more than likely you're going to make that because you have the confidence in yourself and you convince yourself that you're worth it. So it's not going to be a problem convincing others that you are worth it as well. And God creates miracles for us every day, but it all comes with faith. We have to believe in what we want to see manifested in our life. You know, it's easy to, I wish this and I wish that. Wishing not going to get you nowhere in life. You know, wishing. And I definitely want to say this because it's like one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm on social media all the time, and it really bothers me when I see somebody say, I'm bored. When a person posts I'm bored, I don't know, it do something to me because I just feel like there's no, especially if you're not 65 and retired, sitting at home, that's not even an excuse. There's no excuse for being bored. Read a book, change your life, work out. You know what I'm saying? Mend that relationship. It's so many things that you can be doing instead of being on social media posting you being bored. Start your business. Go back to school. Help your children with their homework. Teach your daughter how to cook. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that we can be doing as adults to bring value to our lives and the life of others around us. You know, life is not always a party. I like to party. I enjoy myself. I like to party in my own way. But I do like to have a release to chill. But life is not a party for me. 80% of my time is devoted into bettering myself. It's important because eventually we are going to get old. And we are going to be in a position where we might need somebody to look after us. And then when you lose all your independence, it's like, it's too late for regrets. It's too late to say, damn, I should have went back to school 10 years ago. Or I should have accomplished this. I should have started this business. I should have did the things I wanted to do. Now you on your deathbed with regrets. Don't take those great ideas to the grave with you. Share them. Be creative. Help somebody in life. Don't just sit up and say you're bored and sit on social media and talk shit and try to downplay other people and just be miserable. Don't be in that petty gang. You know what I'm saying? And I mean petty gang from just people around the world being petty. You more than that. God did not send us here on this earth to be basic. Push yourself. Commit yourself. Dedicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And not to even brag, but I'm feeling my shape right now. You know what I'm saying? I started working out in January 23rd, once a week on the Wednesdays live. And I've lost like 10 pounds, especially on my waistline. And I never was a morning person. You know what I'm saying? I work from home. I can get up whenever I want. I can sleep till noon if I wanted to. But why would I when I'm trying to be the best at what I do? I don't want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, 6 o'clock and be in front of the camera at 7, working out. Half the time don't know what I'm doing, breathing hard. Breathing hard, all kind of shit. But I do it because I'm committed. And I'm not a quitter. And I like my results. And when you start seeing results, it just pushes you to want more. If I can get it like this, just imagine what it'll be in a couple more months. If I can make this type of money, just imagine the money I will make in a year. That's why it's always important to get started. People say, well, I'm not like you, Monday. Don't be like Monday. Because Monday will have to go through a lot to get where she at today mentally. So no, don't be like Monday. Be like Monday in the sense of being resilient, not quitting, committing to something and sticking to it. So that's what, if you want to be like me in a sense, that's what you do. You pick what you like. You choose the things that you have a passion for. You grab a hold of it and you just beast. You know what I'm saying? Even like my workouts I do on Wednesday. I was trying to plank last week. I couldn't. All week I've been practicing planking. And I'm going to kill it on Wednesday. You know why? Because I'm dedicated. And if it's something I don't know or I don't understand, I'm going to religiously practice it, read about it, consume it. And that's how you separate basic from brilliant. And I just encourage people on this page to be brilliant. There's enough people being basic. Be brilliant. Do something you've never done in your life. I want to be a person who creates something that's never been created before in history. That's important to me. I want to leave a legacy. I want to touch lives. I want to transition lives. I want people to go on journeys with me as well as I go on with them. I learned a lot from this page, from people that inbox me and leave me comments, and it's just, I feel fortunate to be able to touch people's lives and for people to touch mine, because each one can teach one. I'm not super smart, super intelligent, but I know what I know. And I know that if you stay committed and if you don't give up, you will definitely reach your goals. Forget the naysayers. Who cares if your husband don't support you? Who cares if your kids don't understand you? Have a relationship with God and understand yourself. So many times we make excuses to why we're not where we want to be in life. Oh, this and that. My husband don't support me. My husband don't compliment me. Or I can't, scratch all that. Because at the end of the day, you are your own individual and you are here in your own individual mission. And if you have people in your life that don't support you, time for them to go. I'm not saying break up your happy home, but if a person is not supporting you and it's bothering you, either you're going to stop throwing a pity party and still pursuing what you're trying to pursue, or if you can't focus without having to support this person and they're not giving it to you, walk away from the relationship. It's time that we start putting ourselves first. Put yourself first. Who are you? Who do you want to become? Not just working a 9 to 5. I don't knock people that have to work. I worked a lot. Did doubles and triples and all of that. And raised 3 kids at the same time. But I always knew it was more to life than that. And if you are working a job, still work towards something for yourself. If you don't want to start a business, at least get your mind right. Because it's people that make good money, live in big houses, drive fancy cars, and their mind ain't right. They're not happy. They can't even get a good night's rest. They feel as if it's people in their life that they can't even trust. And I would rather have my sanity than fortune and fame. So, if you are working towards fortune and fame, get your mind right. I tell my son this all the time. My baby is 21 years old. He's an artist. He's a rapper. He's very talented. But you know what I tell him? I'm like, the deal's going to come. The record executives or whatever, they're going to come. They're going to approach you. But are you ready? Are you mentally ready? Are you mentally ready for the industry and the things that may come your way? Because we always praying for a miracle, but are you ready for your miracle? Are you going to crack under pressure? Are you going to be somebody that does become famous and get hooked on drugs, or does become famous and go bankrupt, or does become famous and just can't handle the pressure of what society has to offer? So it doesn't matter how rich and famous you are if you're not right mentally. How many people have we seen fall off, go to jail, get murdered, commit suicide? People in high places, people with plenty of money, people with lots of friends and fans. But you know what? They wasn't mentally and spiritually ready for the battle that they were facing. And that's what's important. Because if you work hard and you continue to work hard, you're going to reach your dream. You're going to reach your goal. But make sure you work on yourself mentally and spiritually as well. Because bigger levels, bigger devils. And people are going to come at you all kind of ways in life. And if you're not prepared and you don't have that shield of armor on, you're going to crack. You're going to fall. You're going to fall under pressure. And all that hard work reaching towards success is just going to be almost a waste of time. Because you had the talent, but you didn't have the right soul. So just stay mindful of where you at with yourself mentally. And that's in relationships and life and love. You have to have a solid mind, because I've dated people that didn't have a solid mind, and I was always frustrated, but I didn't understand I was dealing with somebody that has a mental problem. So if you're in a relationship and you feel like the person you with doesn't understand, doesn't get it, they might be suffering from some type of mental disability. And some people, you never know what they go through in their childhood. They grow up physically, but not mentally. And you get with these people, you have babies with these people, you get in marriages with these people, and then you really start to see that, I don't know this person. Like, who are you? People like that put up such a facade. Like, you really don't even know a person that's dealing with a mental problem sometimes until you fall in love with them. And then you put in a position where it's like, wow, this person is crazy, but I love him. He's crazy, but girl, I love him. You know what I'm saying? And then your life just is constantly something going wrong here, something going wrong here, a lie being told here, he's stealing from me here, he didn't come home this day. You know what I'm saying? I caught the nigga in my purse. It's just constantly something that's happening back to back to back, because you're dealing with a person who don't really have good morals, and they don't even know how to be the man you need them to be in your life. So stop putting so much into relationships, especially with people who just don't even know how to love you. And I think that crazy people fall in love, but they don't know how to express their love. And when they get upset, instead of sitting down and having an adult conversation, they lash out. They lash out physically. They can lash out and sleep with other women, lash out and just call you out your name, because they don't know how to love you the way that somebody with their right mind will love you. When you don't got it all, you take the littlest situations and you blow them up. It could just go, you ever been in a relationship with somebody and something so simple happened and they got so upset and you could not understand why would you get so upset about something so trivial? It's because they don't have the mental capacity to deal with it. Thank you for them hearts. You know I love them hearts. Yes, because honey, we have all been in relationships and situationships where we just could not get an understanding of this person. And to this day, like, if you don't seek help, you're not going to change. And that's the bottom line. I didn't change overnight. I wanted change. I pray for change. I seek change, because I don't want to be the same woman that I was 5 years ago. I don't want to be the same woman that I was when I was in my relationships, my past relationships, my past marriage. I buried that person. You know what I'm saying? I buried the past. I want to be the new version of me. I want to introduce you to the new me. I want to introduce you to the woman who is God-fearing, who's determined, who's hardworking, who is motivating, who is open-minded, who's a good communicator, who understands the power of prayer. I'm a new person. And I don't want to be involved with anything from my past, because if you from my past and you didn't take the time to evolve, don't come looking for me, because we're not on the same level. And I'm not the same woman I was when I was in love with you. It's levels. It's levels to this shit. It is, though. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. Because, and everybody should level up in life. In some type of sense in life. Not just always materialistically. People think, oh, I got a bigger house now since I was with you. Or I got a better car. That doesn't matter. Was you working on this, though? During the breakup, did you work on your mental? That's what matters to me. Because all of that, material things, don't matter when times get rough. When you need somebody to pray for you. When you lost your parent. When you've been in a car accident. When you get diagnosed with cancer. When you got to get your breast cut off. Who is this person you laying next to? And will they understand? Will he still love you? Will your man still love you if you got cancer and you had to get your breast cut off? Or if you had cancer and you couldn't make love to him every night? Would your man still love you? Would he hold you? Would he take care of you? Would he bathe you? Would he comb your hair? Would he feed you? That's what's important. That's what's important in life. What's important is who are you, and who are you laying next to? And if you couldn't do all the things you can do for this person, would they still be there? If you went broke today, would that man still love you? If you had to be in a wheelchair, would that woman take care of you? People get so caught up in the physical. Thank God for giving me these hills and mountains, but at the same time, who am I? Who am I really? I'm not my ass and titties. I'm a woman. I'm an intelligent woman. I'm a faithful woman. I'm a loyal woman. Oh, Billy. Yes. You just put a smile on my face. And you're going to make me cry. Because that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's real. I've seen it happen. I've seen women from working in hospitals. I've seen women get diagnosed with certain things and they assume their husband or their mate is going to be there. They lay in the hospital bed for days with no visit. How would that make you feel? If you just got diagnosed with cancer and the one person that you love the most can't even be there for you. But people don't change overnight because they'll show you who they are. They'll show you bits and pieces of who they really are, but sometimes we look over it. Oh, he'll change. He'll be all right. And you know, I knew that the person I was with was a woman. I ain't gonna say a woman beater, but was an abuser. And the first time it was a push. And I was like, he just pushed me. Ain't nothing. As the years went on, it escalated to a concussion. And did I know better beforehand? Yeah. I chose to look over it. And it's crazy when I look back on it, but at the same time, it's like God gives us warning signs. And it's up to us to follow through with the warning signs and take heed. But I didn't want to. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Yeah, I know he hits me, so what? I still want to be with him. I know, God, I'm praying for you to change this man, and he's not changing, but guess what? I still want to be with him. It's crazy. And I think that I was just determined that the love I have for this person would change them and would make them value me and not want to hit me and just love me. And I thought, if I cook every day, if I look pretty for him, you know what I'm saying? If I do certain things, if I always try to turn him on, if I always work hard and he would see me as somebody who he don't want to hurt. He don't want to hit. Somebody that he values. But that never happened. It never happened. So, sometimes we have to wake up and realize reality. Stop lying to yourself. I lied to myself for years. I'm done lying to myself. I'm accepting life and people for what they are and who they are. For what they show me. It's not about what you tell me. Show me. You love me? Show me. Support me. Pray for me. Understand me. Love the things I love. Have faith in me. You know, and it's just, I can go on, but I just feel 13 years. I just feel like you just never know. God gives us warning signs and we choose to ignore them. But we have to be smart. Okay? Especially women 40 and wow. 13 years. That's a long time. And you know what? Those time, it seems like a long time, but it's like when you in it, the time go by so fast, and then when you reflect back on it, it's like, how could I give 13 years of my life or 5 years of my life to something that, and exactly. And you know what? I think about when I was in my marriage, every day wasn't bad. It was, and I think that's why some women stay, because it's like, okay, yeah, we had a fight, or he bust my lip a couple days ago. But look, we out to dinner, we're having fun, we're chilling, we're talking, we're laughing. And then it's like good for a couple of weeks. And then he explodes. Then it's good for a couple of months. Then he explodes. Then it was just like every time that I thought I was going to give up or walk away from a relationship, he just made it where I didn't want to leave. I felt like maybe he does love me. I was just in a trance. I don't know what it was, but maybe I was vulnerable, and maybe I just didn't love myself as much as I love myself now. Yours was mental. Yes, I have somebody I'm related to that's going through a mental abuse. And I think that with physical comes mental too, because, when a person is hitting you, they're calling you bitches and telling you you're no good and you're not worthy. So I think that abuse is just, it's terrible. But the beauty of being in an abusive relationship is when you get out of it. When you get out of it, you just see the world so different. You know what I'm saying? When you get out of it and you get through it, it's like, wow, I'm strong. I'm a strong ass woman. Look what I've been through, and look what I got out of. And look how God is blessing my life. All he wanted me to do was to get out of that relationship, and he had it from there. We've been so nervous and scared about change, but sometimes that can be the best thing for us in our life, especially when God's hand is in our life. All we have to do is follow his lead, and he will take it from there. No woman deserves to be abused. No one deserves to be abused. But if you ever found yourself in that situation, don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Be better. Okay, yeah, I still wear a couple of scars, but guess what? I'm stronger than ever. I'm smarter than ever. I'm changing my life. I'm changing my attitude towards life. I'm building myself up. For everything you tore down, with the help of God, I built it back up. For every time you thought you was going to end me in my life, in my love for myself, I built that back up 10 times stronger. It's just, I took a licking and kept on ticking, and I'm proud of it. I'm thankful. I'm glad I went through what I went through, because I don't think I would have transformed into the strong person I am right now. What you tried to do to hurt me, you actually helped me, and I appreciate it. And now I have the strength and the courage to talk to other women and help other women get out of it and get past it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh... Girl, don't make me cry. Oh my God. Please don't make me cry. I'm so sensitive. I am so sensitive. You just don't know. And I do the same thing before I come on live. I always pray. I always pray, and I always ask God to give me a word that can touch somebody's life. And I know. Girl, it's real. And you know what I'm saying? When life is real, it gets emotional, because even though we don't know each other, I feel you. You feel me. You know what I'm saying? The energy. And God is so real, and he will send people into your life. And I'm so proud that he's always showing us how real he is. And I'm happy that I was able to help you. And I just want to say that all you have to do is stay strong, stay committed, and when you make your mind up about it, keep your mind made. I'm just going to tell this quick story before I get off. When I decided to leave, I had a plan, and I said, in 3 weeks, I'm leaving. So I told my landlord I wasn't paying that rent. I was fortunate enough to find a place. Someone I owned had a place. Put a deposit down. I was able to get, all this was so last minute. I was able to get a U-Haul. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to go live with my sister for a while. After that concussion, I don't feel safe being here. So he's under the impression I'm moving with my sister. But at the end of the day, I was moving to my own place, and that's how I got away. In the first couple of weeks, he would call me and, oh my God, just talk to me any kind of way and just straight up disrespect me and belittle me. And as time went on, I stopped accepting his calls. And I just started getting stronger and just started realizing that that wasn't love. And I didn't have to go through that. I'm going to keep it real. To this day, maybe last week, he tried to contact me. And I know that he still loves me. But at the same time, I can't, that's a part of my past that I'm done with. I'm closing the chapter on because it just will never work. It will never work. I'm not that person that I used to be, and I just feel like God has bigger things in store for me. If God closes a door for you, don't open a window. Don't open Pandora's box. But yeah, I went through it, and it was a learning experience, and it just fueled my life. I'm thankful I went through it. It just made me a better person, a stronger person. It made me more independent. It made me be able to look for warning signs and, other potential men that I've have dated or might date. And I thank my ex-husband. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that I was a lot stronger than I thought I was. Thank you for giving me that push to just take my life to another level. And you push me right into the arms of God. And that's where I need to be. Sometimes things happen to your life. All you can do is go to God. And I don't think if all that would have happened to me, I would have ran into God's arms like that. Yes, it made me so much stronger, and it made my relationship with God so much stronger, and it made my relationship with myself. You know what I'm saying? And I started this video saying, what do you see when you look in the mirror? I remember when I was in that relationship, I wouldn't even want to look in the mirror. I didn't want to look in the mirror. I didn't want to see my scars. I didn't want to see the person I had became. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel wanted. I felt hopeless. I felt like I couldn't even lift my head. And that is such a bad feeling. Yes, no more turning back, Tracy, because, listen, I could have died that night. You know what I'm saying? It was a night I came home from going out. He was upset. I walked away from him, and he punched me in the back of my head so hard I fainted. I had a concussion. And it just, right there, that blow just showed me how much he didn't care about me and how he was willing to end my life. I could have been paralyzed. I could have been dead. And that was just like the final straw for me. And we can never love a person more than we love ourselves. And that's where we worship these. I used to worship my husband. I used to worship him. And the world evolved around him. But no. You worship God and the world evolve around you. Put yourself first. Love yourself more than you love this relationship. It's not worth it. And before you know it, you old, tired, beat down. You don't even care about yourself no more. It's like you dedicate your whole life to being abused, to being disrespected. Lift your head up. Look in the mirror and tell yourself this was the last. The last time was the last time. If you have to get the police involved, do what you have to do. You don't have to tell your mate your every move. Whatever move you're going to make, do it in secrecy. Do it behind his back. Because it's different levels of domestic violence. Thank God that my husband wasn't the type to try to come look for me or, find me and jump on me. But it's men that will do that. So if you are going to walk away, you need to go to a safe place, a place that he doesn't know anything about, and you need to be real. Because when we are in domestic violence relationships, our family is affected as well. The people that care about us are affected as well. So if you want to get people involved with your situation or trying to get away from the situation, don't go back. People willing to die for you and put their life on the line for you to have safety. So when you leave, there's no turning back. He's not going to change. He doesn't want to change, and he doesn't respect you. So ladies, stay safe, stay out of harm's way, and pray. God will take you out, but are you going to stay out? He'll get you out, but when you get out, don't go back. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And you can come and tell your testimony about how you changed your life and how you got out, and you can help somebody else. Yes, 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 yes. And yeah, that mental abuse is it's just so huge right now. A lot of women have been telling me that it's mental. That's like you said, that hurts a lot too. And that makes a person feel insecure. It makes you feel worthless. And you feel like, damn, if the person that I love and I'm with and I'm sleeping with don't even see worth in me, how could somebody else? So it stops here. And God did not design us to be disrespected, belittled, hurt, or feeling less than worthy. We are all queens in his eyes, and we are all here for our divine purpose. I wish you ladies the best. Stay strong. You can always inbox me at Ask Monday if you need any advice or just want somebody to talk to. I have no problem with that. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, so I gotta go, but stay strong. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. This was a great show, and I will be praying for you, ladies. And I look forward to hearing your testimony. I look forward to you saying how you left and stayed away and never turned back, and how God gave you the strength. Give him the glory. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye.